what do I even say? Ross Chastain just pulled the greatest move I have ever seen in NASCAR. That was insane. And also Christopher Bell wins, so yes. So we're going to talk about it all today in today's In the Fence Martinsville Playoff Race Review. Hey guys, welcome back to the video, and today we're going to be talking about the race that happened today in the NASCAR Cup Series at Martinsville. And first of all, what? I don't know how that worked on Ross Chastain. I'll put the video up right here because I can't wait to show it to you guys. Ross Chastain was below the cut line on the final lap. Christopher Bell was going to win, and that was going to eliminate Ross Chastain. Denny Hamlin was like 3 or 4 points above the cut line. But then Ross Chastain, then the final corner at Martinsville, rode the wall all the way around, got by like 5 drivers, and made the championship 4 while setting a new track record. Ross Chastain just did the fastest lap ever in a NASCAR Cup car at Martinsville. That is insane. I've never seen anything like that in my entire life. So, thanks to Vince, we're going to go over the results. Who had good days, who had bad days, obviously, all that other stuff that happened in the race. And I'll tell you guys if it was a good race or not with my score. Let's start off the results. Again, Christopher Bell gets the win, locks himself into the championship for 3rd win of the season for Bell. Amazing day by Bell. Was in a must-win situation, just like the Charlotte Roval, and got the job done, and he does it, and Christopher Bell will be in the championship for 2nd. Kyle Larson started in the pole, had a pretty good day. 3rd, Ryan Blaney just missed out on the championship for 4th, Brad Keselowski. He's had a really good few races, so Keselowski, watch out for him next year. You're gonna want to watch out for him. 5th, Ross Chastain. Chastain was running like 9th or something at the time. You got a top 5. Okay. 6th, Denny Hamlin was pretty mad at Ross Chastain at the end of that thing, and they were making a lot of contact throughout. He missed the championship 4 again. 7th, Joey Logano was already locked into the championship 4. 8th for William Byron, he missed the championship 4. 9th, Bubba Wallace. 10th, Chase Briscoe was leading without 8 laps to go, but then fell back through the field a lot and missed the championship 4. 11th for Chase Elliott, he advances. 12th, Harrison Burton, a very good day for Burton. 13th, Daniel Suarez. 14th, Todd Gillen. 15th, Cole Custer. 16th, Eric Almirola. 17th, Kevin Harvick. 18th, Michael McDowell. 19th, Eric Jones. And 20th, Ty Gibbs. So that is your top 20. Time for good days and bad days. Obviously, Bell getting the win. That's amazing for him. Keselowski with the top 5. Obviously, Ross Chastain. I would say Denny Hamlin had a very good day. Swept the stages today, led a ton of laps, but unfortunately got pretty far behind, like some pit strategy and everything, and was not able to get back up front, and that even ruined his chances to make the championship 4. It was crazy that he didn't make it. They were even saying, no matter what happened, Denny Hamlin was going to have to finish in the top 15 to make it the championship 4. That didn't happen, okay. No matter what happened, I thought they said he finished 6th in the top 10 and didn't even make it. It was just an absolutely insane race. More guys had good days and bad days. We got Bubba Wallace with the top 10. That's good for him. He was not that good in the start of it, but then came back from suspension and get the top 10. 12th for Harrison Burton. That's a very nice finish for Burton. 14th, Todd Gillen was running up inside the top 20 all day. Had a nice day. 15th, Cole Custer. Nobody talked about Cole Custer enough today. He ran up in the top 5, top 10 all day long. Great job, the Cole Custer, just like the spring race. If NASCAR is just Martinsville, if the Cup Series, the next gen car is just Martinsville the entire series, then Cole Custer would be the NASCAR Cup Series champion. That is that. Top 15 for Almirola. Some Stewart-Haas cars in the top 20 and everything. Mike McDowell gets 18th place finish. 21st, Martin Truex Jr., awful day all day long. I don't know why they brought this awful car in, terrible. Corey LaJoie had a pretty nice day. Finished 22nd, though, was running inside the top 15 for a bunch of today's race. 24th, AJ Allmendinger. A lot of these guys were laps down. Not a good finish for Chris Buescher. Not a good finish for Ralston Sinek. Had a lot of damage on the car. We gotta talk about Kyle Busch, who finished 30th. No, not unlike normal, crashing stuff like we've seen Kyle Busch this year because 2022 is awful luck for him. No, on speed. He went 4 laps down. Yes, the 2-time NASCAR Cup Series champion has the most wins of any driver in NASCAR of all the series combined. Went 4 laps down at a track he's won multiple times before because the car was that loose. I saw it. He got into the corner. This is the car. Everyone else got in the corner, wrapped it around nicely, like you always do at Martinsville. But then Kyle Busch got into the corner, and it was like this, all over the place, so loose, wanted to hit the wall. Got put multiple laps down in the first stage. I don't know how many laps down he finished, probably 6 or 7. He got beat by Cody Ware on speed. That doesn't happen. In the first stage, BJ McLeod is beating on his speed. That does not happen. I don't know what they did. So again, Danny Hamlin swept both stages. So a horrible day for Kyle Busch. I guess that's revenge getting that's the revenge from Joe Racing getting on Kyle Busch because his teammates were really good except Truex, obviously. Tyler Reddick finishes last. Tyler Reddick came out of the race after having like head issues, like his head was hurting. So hopefully Tyler Reddick does not have a concussion. He took a pretty hard hit last week at Homestead, so he said his head didn't feel right since then. So hopefully, I'm really hoping nothing happened like this over this week, like a concussion like system or anything like that. But hopefully he'll be better and can race again normally next weekend. So. But yeah, that was just the insane finishing results and all that stuff that happened. Now it's time to talk about the race a little bit more. So we started off this race. I was thinking it was going to be a terrible race, just like the spring race. Boy, I was wrong. Oh my goodness, this race was incredible. We had a lot of contact, making bump and runs actually work. The tires were wearing. Yes, the spring race was awful. You couldn't even lap anyone because it was so bad. At first, you couldn't lap anyone because that's probably before there was no rubber down or something like that. But the rubber went down on the racetrack. The racing got very good. Had good battles throughout the pack. Really nice racing. And then this thing was all going crazy. Typical short track racing at Martinsville is back. I'm so happy. I was so worried we were going to lose Martinsville, but no. And Martinsville returns, and it was an amazing show today. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed pretty much the entire race. I mean, some portions of the race like got a little bit dry, where like some drivers were leading, like Denny Hamlin. But there was a lot of good battles to lead earlier and through the middle of the race, and a lot of good battles throughout the pack. More good battles throughout the pack than the lead, though. So we still had good battles for the lead, though. So still really good racing. In the first two stages, I'm pretty sure we had no incident cautions. But then it got kind of unraveled and we had like 4 or 5 crashes and stuff like that. So, but all overall, amazing racing for most of it, I think. So comment on what you guys think about the racing. So I really enjoyed it, but the talk is mostly on the last lap. So Ross Chastain absolutely sending it through the corner. I have never seen anything like that in my life. I thought the Kyle Larson 2021 Darlington thing was crazy. No, this just takes it to a whole new level. When they showed, like, whatever the cameras are, like, they're on the wall, and then they get the flyby cameras that don't really move that much. It looked like it was Talladega with them riding that wall. He set the new track record. That just does not happen normally. I don't know how the Ross Chastain even kept on going. Luckily, we got to talk about this, unfortunately. He did not hit, like, any wall or anything. So NASCAR, if I were them, I would start making rules about this, because we can't have everybody doing this every Martinsville race. So Joey Logano, he could have done this and won the race at Martinsville early in the spring, but he didn't. I was surprised because he's Joey Logano. I never ever thought to do that at Martinsville. I never thought it would work. It looked like he gained speed going through there. It looks like he was going faster than he was on the straightaway. So it was insane. I mean, it worked. The car's destroyed though, but it worked. I mean, all credit goes to Ross Chastain for thinking of that. A video game move. It worked. So, but still, insane finish to the end of this race. NASCAR is probably going to have to make some rule changes for this because we cannot have this. This is very dangerous if this keeps on happening all the time. Imagine if we had a bunch of tire failures, like Austin Dillon took a pretty hard hit into the wall, so did Landon Castle. A bunch of tire failures where like the drivers went up the track and hit the wall. If that happened, or even somebody like got bumped and run, it was the last lap and that happens all the time. Someone got like bumped and run and went into the wall. And if Ross Chastain was right there riding the wall throughout it, he would have slammed into him. Car would probably went like this, and I don't know what would happen after that. Maybe concussions because, you know, the next-gen car's back is not that good. So luckily that didn't happen. I mean, that was the biggest possibility for that to happen since obviously the final lap, someone could get just like punted out of the way. Also, Joey Logano was there, and so was Brad Keselowski. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a big possibility for that to happen. I was kind of surprised that didn't happen. So luckily that did not happen. That was a very dangerous move for Ross Chastain. It could have gotten someone seriously injured or worse. So yeah, hopefully that never happens with anyone getting seriously injured by that type of stuff. So. But just an insane move by Ross Chastain. I was thinking like Denny Hamlin was obviously going to make it the championship 4. There's no way Chastain could get at like 4 spots. I was wrong. Chastain just rode the wall and got him. So at least Chris Bell still got the win to save the one JGR car. So your championship 4, I didn't really even mention this that much. That was the second to last race of the season. So the championship 4, Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, Christopher Bell, and Joey Logano. Logano, I'm pretty sure, is 32 years old. And he's the oldest one in the Championship 4. The oldest Championship 4 driver in the Cup Series is lower than the age than the Xfinity Series. That is insane. Because Joey Logano's 32 and Justin Allgaier is 36, the oldest Xfinity driver that's in the championship for. Yeah, now it's something with my score on the race. So this race was incredible compared to the other race. It was a pretty good Martinsville race. I wouldn't say it's the greatest Martinsville race I've ever watched. Still pretty good racing throughout, though. It was just a great Martinsville fall race. The playoff drama continued. I thought nothing could beat anything else we had before. No. This was insane. This beats like the Harvick and Kyle Busch thing that happened a few years ago at Martinsville. This is insane. So I'm going to give today's race at Martinsville an 85 out of 100. So much higher than the spring store. So yeah, comment below what you guys would score today's race at Martinsville. So next week is the NASCAR Cup Series Championship. It's going to be a big week on the channel and for NASCAR, your final weekend of the 2022 season, and we'll get you ready throughout this weekend and all of that other stuff throughout the week. So, but yeah, let's just wrap it up for this weekend's NASCAR Cup Series race review at Martinsville. Insane race. Comment below what you guys think about this race. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.